What is up, guys? Mr. Deity, Lord Fabian has his skill kit released, so we're going to go check that out. But before we get into the video, we have QR code up at the top, down link in the description. If you guys are willing to download Raid, there's actually a new, really good new player promo code out. We'll talk about that in a second, but you'll get 4 epic champions with my code. Tagoar right away, Ugo level 25, Ultimate Gallic level 45, and Lady Quill level 50. Then you're going to go to the promo code section. You're going to enter the promo code Supreme6. Okay, Supreme6 is going to give you Supreme Gallic. Okay, we got Ultimate Gallic in the code, but then you get Supreme Gallic. Supreme Gallic is a super good Void legendary character. Okay, Void legendaries are very rare. The fact they're giving one away for free is insane. He gives HP burn block buffs on the enemy, attacks all enemies, so AoE HP burn, amazing for Spider and other content. Decreased speed, also amazing for a lot of content. He gives himself attack buff. He does more HP burn activation, so it'll automatically activate whoever he hits with this random targeting skill. It hits 4 different characters and procs all of them. But then it also has attack one enemy 2 times and has a 10% chance of inflicting or extra 10, so you crit easier. And you have a 40% chance of increasing the duration of HP burns for each hit. So super good HP burner, super good for progression. Definitely suggest, I'm making a new account to have him. I'm going to have an account with Ultimate Gallic or Supreme Gallic because I think that's sick. So I'm going to be making an account and playing through and seeing how I like him, testing him out, just seeing what I think of him for new players. But the point of today's video now, again, make another account maybe, or if you haven't started Raid, fantastic time to get into it and try out that character, because it's going to be Sun Wukong or Monkey King was a very good legendary for PvP. Okay, he has a couple PvE use cases, but Supreme Gallic is just blows him out of the water in terms of PvE progression, in my opinion. From the outside looking in, I haven't tested it yet, but it looks so much better. Whereas Sun Wukong would be amazing for late game arena, whereas Supreme Gallic won't. So that's my opinion on it. If you started with Monkey King, he's still good. You just won't see the early game progression for him. It might take you a while before you can actually utilize that character. But now we're going to go ahead in and check out Lord Entertainer Fabian. Okay, so we're going to go in now. Let me pull him up real quick. And this is Fabian. Okay, fusion character. Those of you guys who don't know what fusions are, the free legendaries you can obtain just for completing tournaments and events. Okay, you get different either fragments or champions that you boost up to turn into him. Very awesome thing that Raid does. These are usually super strong characters and they're free as long as you plan your resources out smartly. I had to personally spend like $15 the first one I ever did because I didn't plan properly and I overused stamina on certain things I shouldn't have. So it's very, very important you plan out your stamina. You don't summon, save your summons for the summon event for his thing. Okay, if you're curious on fusions, there's a million videos for fusions out there you can go and learn and figure out what exactly you need for it. But now let's go ahead into his kit. Skill 1 attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit steals 10% of target's turn meter. PvP focused. Places a true fear buff debuff for 2 turns if the target's turn meter is fully depleted. Okay, so if he takes their turn meter away and then it's at 0, he put True Fear on them, they can't take a turn, or they have a chance to not take a turn. Pretty good overall. Good S1. Now, skill 2 is attacks one enemy, place a petrification debuff on them for 1 turn. So petrification is going to prevent them from moving or doing anything. Has a 75% chance of placing True Fear debuff for 2 turns on all other enemies who are not under fear or True Fear. He's there to make sure your opponent cannot take a turn. Okay, so he petrifies one enemy, that enemy can't act, and then he puts True Fear or Fear, or a True Fear onto the rest, which gives them a chance to not be able to take a turn as well. And it's a 2 turn, meaning they're going to have 2 different times that they might not get to take an action. Very, very good. He's giving me Armand's vibes to an extent because he's preventing the opponent from being able to play the game. That's what I'm feeling so far, which Armand's was the last anniversary character from my understanding. Now, skill 3, attacks all enemies before attacking, 75% chance of decreasing the duration of all enemy buffs by 3 turns. Amazing. That's a stripping character, as well as AoE strip. Okay, that's amazing. Now has a 75% chance of increasing the cooldown of all enemy skills by 3 turns. That is insane. So he's basically he's very similar to Armand. So if he goes, he's going to make it to where your opponent cannot play the game. Now for live arena, if you can play both Fabian and Armand, they can only ban one. It's a speed race. Whoever goes first, good luck winning the match when one of those 2 characters is controlling your board from the start. I don't know about that. That's kind of tough. It makes a live arena even harder for the casual player because a whale or high spender or someone who's very far progressed in the game, been playing a long time, newer players, even if you're 2 years in the game, you're not going to be able to compete against those guys who've been playing for 6 years. We're on the 6-year anniversary. I don't know about that. Now, grants extra turn if there are no buffs on the enemy team after its attack. So if he strips everything, he gets another turn, and then he can put Petrification, True Fear on, and all their skills are reset. That's so stupid. I haven't read this kit yet. This is the first time reading this kit. That's hilarious. I saved it for this video, and it's what I expected. I heard he was good, and when people say a character is good in Raid, that means that character is absolutely ridiculous. Like, imagining this character in any other like turn-based gacha I play, you couldn't put this on anything. It's the strongest character in any other game that I play, just off the skills so far. And he has a passive effect. Whenever an enemy is revived, places True Fear debuff on them for 2 turns. So the opponent revives, like Wukong revives or something, and it's just gonna have True Fear on it. It might not get a turn. That's too funny, man. If there are multiple champions on the team with the skill, so if you have 2 Fabians, it'll only go 1 time. Now, removes any stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, blah, 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 debuffs from this champion before the start of the turn. So he can't be controlled himself. So if it's Fabian versus Fabian, they can't affect each other besides the skill cooldowns. That's super funny. This character is actually insane. Now he has an increased ally speed in all battles by 19%. So he's at AO, or just ally any place or a speed imprint. But that makes him worse than Armand's in live arena, or arena at least, because it's not as high of an imprint. It's 28 versus 19, or I call it imprint, but aura. Dude, he's insane. For PvE though, what is it? Faction Wars? Where else are you using this? I'm sure there's a couple maybe Curse City stages he'd be good on. What else would he be good on? Potentially Spider? But you can't cool down Spider. I don't know. I don't know what PvE is good on, but this looks like a crackhead Armand style PvP unit. Very cool. So he's really strong, guys. If you can do this fusion, do this fusion. If you're going to want to ever get into PvP with Raid, even if you're just playing Arena, he's going to be insane. When I got Armand's, it made Arena super easy, and this character will do the exact same thing for you. I think you will be, if you get him to be the fastest character on your team, you're vibing. You're going to be doing very, very good. So that is my Fabian review. That's the first time I've read him. I've just seen little excerpts of people saying he looks really good. Now I understand why. And I have now noted that if somebody says a character in Raid is really good, that means they are so busted it's insane. So thank you for watching. Let me know your opinion. Maybe I'm way off on this in terms of what I'm thinking, but my thought process always is, if the character, like if I took this character and put it in any other game I play, it's so busted, it's unbelievable. So that's why I think he's crazy. Maybe he's not as strong as I think. Maybe there's some easy counters to him. Let me know if that's the case, because I'm going to need to know those, because everyone's going to have him coming up soon. So that's all I got, though. Thank you guys for watching. Again, QR code at the top, down link in the description. Supreme 6 promo code, one of the best, if not potentially the best promo code of all time. I mean, Supreme got like avoid legendary champion, start the game with, is insane to me. I don't know. I've been playing Raid on and off for years, and I've never seen it, but I only recently, I've been playing for about 7 months now. So I don't know too much. Thank you for watching. It's been Mr. Deity. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.